Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors and salutation to all you Akim out there that's laboring in this truth and sincerity. And yeah, you see the title, judgments are happening daily, which is signifies the end time. Everything is ramped up, which we've been saying, we've been prophesying. Hey, and shalom to all you Akim out there. Hopefully, brothers and the sisters, y'all can hear me. And yeah, so this is just like another one of those impromptu on the road lessons dealing with the different prophecies. And I want to read a few news articles, man, because hey, the Most High wasn't playing in Proverbs, the first chapter. Matter of fact, let me just start by that, because I mean, hey, some of the like the judgments, read about them, like, man, it's hilarious, man. The way the Most High is doing people in, man. The Most High is doing niggas in, man. Because hey, again, Galatians 6 and 7, the Most High is not mocked, be not deceived. So all these situations that are happening, is beautiful, and it's all the work of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because he said that these things were going to happen. But anyway, I want to go to Proverbs real quick, just to, I guess in a sense, set the tone. I was reading one thing, I was like, man, boy, the scriptures don't lie when they tell you in Hebrews, the 10th chapter is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Man, I still get, like, when it, the other day I was, where was that? I was working on a job, up in Waterbury, Connecticut. It was like a big ass lightning, boom. I was like, oh, I still, hey, but I hear lightning and thunder and lightning. Like Brother Malak used to say, hey, how about Shabbat Shai Brakathum to all you Akim? Well, I hear that. I think of the scriptures with the Most High, because even when we were young, one of my cousin's grandmother, which is my grandmother or whatever, which actually I believe they were Dutch, but they were Jake, straight up Jake. That side, they all dark skinned and everything. But anyway, when I would go stay over there by their house, and when it started thundering, and in the islands they do this too, but she made us turn all the TVs and everything off. She would say that's God talking. She would say that when we was little. So, and then I think of the scriptures the time when Israel didn't want to listen to Moses, and they wanted to try to go to the Most High, talk to the Most High straight up himself, and the Most High, right, exactly. A lot of people be getting struck by lightning. Yep, that's right, Shalom. But it's funny too, and it's heavy too, man, because a lot of these people out here, all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And a lot of these people out here in their pride, man. People dwell in their pride. Like, here it is, yeah, okay, anything can happen to you or whatever the case is, but you don't supposed to be boastful and proud, man. People will sit there, here it is a thunderstorm is coming or whatever, but people are so proud, they want to still do their events. I'm still going out there to go fishing. I'm going to go out there to go doing this. Man, we know of a dude in Seaside Park in Bridgeport, Connecticut, that was out there, a West Indian nigga, and I worked in the doctor's office that got that call, the surgeon, and he told me that was not a sight. He said the dude's flesh was melted into his clothes. All right, the Most High hit them simple coconut head niggas with a fucking some lightning. All right, and it was about maybe 3 of them or whatever. I think 3 or 4 of them. All right, the Most High literally smoked them with that lightning. So the Most High is no joke. But then you ask yourself, what the fuck? You know that it was a storm out there, but you still got people gonna go out there in the middle of the storm talking about they gonna fish. It's a good time to fish, Yeah, it's concentrated fire. It's fire. The Most High is a consuming fire. So that's the spirit of the Most High. But he burnt them niggas, man. So to this day, like I said, I remember back in the scriptures when Israel wanted to go see the Most High, they didn't want to talk to Moses. They went up to that mountain, man, and they seen that, the Lord just started lightning and thunder, and the motherfuckers ran hard ass back to their fucking houses and begged Moses to tell the Most High that, look, we don't want to speak with you, at least we be consumed. We'll deal with you. You see? So that's all part of the fear of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got people that don't fear the Lord, and then the Most High get them, and then it'd be funny too, and people be like, oh, that ain't right. Well, the Most High said this, Proverbs, the 1st chapter, all right? Proverbs 1 and You know, I'll start at 22. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And how long have the apostles and the rest of the brothers and the prophets, the true men of the Lord that's been out here prophesying, how long we've been out here prophesying and people been sitting up there taking it for a joke? You know? Yeah. Oh, I got to check that out. Wisdom of Solomon 5:21. Come, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Most High said, because these people, especially our people too, they like to play around, man. We ain't in the time of playing around now. When it comes to the word of the Most High, playing around is off limits. But the Lord said, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. So this ain't like the days of slavery, you know, when it was deep slavery, when we shackled up and everything, and you couldn't read the scriptures or nothing like that, right? And then to the point where after slavery, Jake was still fucked up in that slave mentality, where you didn't have the understanding, you know, going back into the late 1800s, 1900s, the 20s, the 30s. This ain't those times. Now the Lord is making his words known. How is he making his words known? Through the mouth of his prophets, all right? Through the mouth of his prophets, his word is being made known. So now is the time for our people to be listening to the words, man. Psalms 119 and 120. And my flesh trembleth for the fear of the Lord. Yeah. Hey, lightning ain't no joke, man. And there's plenty of ways to go. And the Most High is bringing that judgment down. And our people, I mean, like I said, the other nations, they done anyway, man. But the Most High clipping them off too, but they done. But our people, the most stubbornest people on this planet, man, with everything that happened, they still don't learn. Over there in Haiti, as much devastation as came down to us, clearly, well, you got the damn devil, right? Who was it? Pat Roberts, one of them devils. Even you got the damn devil saying that that's the Most High judging our people. You still got our people that still they didn't get the memo, man. That's beautiful. Zephaniah 3 and 5, man. That was one of the main scriptures. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will do no iniquity. Every day he bringeth his judgment to light, but the unjust knoweth it not. All right? So that's true. Every day the Most High's judgments come to pass. So I'm going to read some of these you know, things that been happening. It's all kind of stuff happening, man. All right? It's all hell breaking loose. And that situation in Afghanistan, man, that thing ain't going to go away. And that's exposing this government in the United States. It's showing how cutthroat and how much they don't give a fuck. Like we always told you. This government, we've been prophesying that for the longest, man. For over 20-some years, we told you that this government is going to turn on you, because a lot of people used to get at us and talk about, oh, you're not patriotic and yada, yada, yada. Because, you know, what happened with 9/11 and things of that nature. So you got a lot of people that sat there and to this day, they look at it, but wait a minute, this government don't give a shit about you niggas, man. Okay, especially you niggas. You niggas, when I say niggas, I mean all of the tribes, the Latinos, the Native American Indians. Y'all a bunch of niggas in the sight of Esau. And then the elite who are behind everything, they don't even give a damn about their own people, man. You see? You got a lot of people that try to sit there and talk shit, but first of all, this government don't care about you. They don't care that, oh, I went and fought. My uncle, my grandfather, vets, and they were in World War I, II, III. I'm going to be in World War III. You got a generation of niggas that's in the military, right? But the scriptures do say the mighty men of Babylon were foreborn to fight. So they don't understand that level of it, man. But you got these people that's all walking around with that pride. And then look what the military do. Is one dude, they just court-martialed, they kicked him out of the military the other day. What's his name, man? Sergeant something. Because basically with the thing with Afghanistan, he said, look, somebody got to be held accountable for this. Because he was right there. He seen it with his own eyes, how they fucked over the so-called Americans that was there. A lot of Americans got killed. They got trapped over there, all right? And they still over there. But yet they saying that the longest war is finally ended. It ain't never end. First of all, you can't say when a war ends anyway. And it wasn't really it was if anything, more so a skirmish or a conflict, all right? What you about to have, like World War I and II, those were wars, all right? And now what you about to have, World War III, that's a real world war. But that was basically Esau, the United States going over there, terrorizing that country for over 20 years, man. You know? So now they're saying that it's over, the longest war is over, right? But yet you still got Americans trapped over there, man. All right? But that's exposed. So one of the soldiers, he was a high-ranking soldier. I don't know if he was a lieutenant or whatever. You know, I can find the video again, but he basically he was popping off. He said, "Look, who's gonna be held accountable for this?" And because he was speaking against the guy, they sat there and they I'm not sure if they court-martialed him. They kicked him out of the military, and they do that to a lot of you guys, man. So that's why you had the Jake that was talking about, hey man, I can't take that L, man. They're gonna make it mandatory. They're gonna dock my pay. They're gonna court-martial me and all this and that. Motherfucker, they're gonna do that to you anyway, man. You see? And we've been telling, bro, brothers, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua for it seems like ages, but over 20 years from the head elder apostles on down, we've been prophesying, telling you about this devil, man, bringing out Ecclesiastes 12 and 10 and all these different scriptures, Revelations 12 and 12. Now it's actually happening, but we've been telling you these things are gonna happen, man. And now, and the Most High said that what? I'm gonna read on, but he said basically he's gonna laugh at you niggas when this thing actually do start happening to you, because why? You're not listening. He said, turn you at my reproof, and behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. How did the Most High stretch out his hand? The prophets, the elders, the apostles, the elder apostles, and the rest of the men, man. All right? The rest of the men of the Lord that's out here constantly prophesying for years, man. That's the Lord stretching out his hand, giving you a way to trying to pull you from out of this wicked ass world, man. But a lot of you people refuse because what? You love this world more than the Most High, than the truth. You didn't want to be, you know, go through that straight gate. You didn't want to go through that, man. And so for that, there is a penalty for that, and you're not going to escape. The Most High is going to use this devil, because he is the devil. He's going down, but the Lord's going to use him to cause ruckus, man. No pun intended, but bro, the Lord going to use this devil is set up to be the whipping stick, man, to be the sword, man. All right, the Lord said the rod. He called Esau the rod of his anger. So when shit get crazy, or if it's not going with the Most High said, he set these devils up to take care of business, man. And that's what they're going to do. And that's what they're going to do. And all we got to do is just stay in our lot. You know, remember the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Don't forsake these words, man. All right? We don't want to end up like these other idiots out there. But the Lord said, but you guys set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. And Jake don't want to get right, man. Jake do not want to get right. All right? And especially these women. These fucking hoes out here, they think they can just be the wickedest pieces of shit, right? And just get away with it, man. No, judgment is coming upon these women too. They especially these women, all right? And if you think about it, there's more women on this earth than men, right? So in this day and age, there's going to be more women that's going to die than men, just, you know, by the law of average. And then when you go in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, it mentions women twice, all right? Children as well too. All right, because the Lord is going to catch everybody, man. He's a respecter of no person, man. So that's why we've been telling you about how serious it is, man. You had a situation with a what do you call it? An Instagram model. I think it's called out there in I don't know if it's Houston or Texas somewhere. And I guess either a sugar daddy beat her ass and took her out. That's judgment, man. That's judgment. Isaiah the 32nd chapter, man. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, man. That was judgment. That's the judgment of the Lord. The vicious a judgment. I guess she was famous. They said she was linked up with Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. I don't know, all them, you know, them infamous thotties or whatever, them sluts out there that became famous. All right, she was connected to them, and how when I seen that, I said, yeah, that's a warning sign. The Most High is getting rid of that vibe, man. The Lord is getting rid of that vibe, because all that the days of whoredom is over with, man. Of being a fucking a whore. You got these bitches come outside butt naked, man, and expect you to fucking treat them like a woman or a lady. That's bullshit, man. All right? And that's because Esau allows that, man. And then you're not supposed to look and lust. We're men. All right? We're men. We see a woman see ass and titties and shit. Of course, we think with our other head, man. You know? And these bitches know what time it is, but that's why the Lord said there be spirits created for vengeance. The Most High got, here it is. You got a lot of these women out there, right? And that's because they didn't follow their father's instructions, the ones that did have fathers, and they rebelled against the men that they had. They probably was with a decent man. Like, fuck you, nigga, I don't need you, nigga. And they sip the devil's juice. So now they out there loose with all kind of different wild motherfuckers, and then they end up getting caught up with there's more than one Ted Bundy in the world, man. There's more than one Summer of Sam, and there's all kind of serial killers and people out here who thrive. They don't care about fucking nothing else but fulfilling their course, their mission that the spirit got them on, man. Because the Lord said there's spirits that are created for vengeance. There's wild spirits out here to destroy and kill people. All right, the Most High. That's why the Most High put it on that. Here it is. She probably thinking she's a, she playing this nigga. Yeah, I got a sugar daddy. This is a trick or whatever. Or the brother put the name up there. Okay, Mercedes. Yeah, bitch call herself Mercedes. All right, see? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the Most High. That's the Most High's judgment, man. And a lot of people say, "Oh, that's so sad and horrible." But wait a minute, what are these women really doing, man? They're getting flown out to Dubai with all these, these other nations out there freaking off, man. They doing all kind of nasty shit to these hoes, and they doing it just because they getting a bag and maybe some clothes and whatever the case is. So, a lot of our people, their lives really is all about Instagram. That's real life to them. That's to show you how far gone they are. So that's why they're totally oblivious and have no idea when the Most High put that hammer on them. He put a spirit to kill that chick, man. That's judgment, man. That's judgment. You see? That's exactly what that is, man. And the Lord said, but you have set at naught all my counsel. Meaning the true men of the Lord, when they came around to teach you and tell you the right things, you ain't want to hear that. It's like, oh, nah, fuck that. Them niggas is bugging. That's what a lot of these women have done. So the Lord said this, and with none of my reproof, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. All right? Because why? The moment that they fear, because that's what a lot of these women, especially most of these women, are a bunch of tricks and sluts and everything, and that's why they was all fucked up when they was going to eliminate the OnlyFans, because they figured that was the other hustle they had to sell their body. So they go, that's why these women are vain. They go get ass shots and breast shots and all these different surgeries because they don't got discipline enough to work out and stay in shape and take care of themselves, right? And they know that, sex sells. At the end of the day, sex sells. So they figure that way they could just, just go and promote themselves, their body, and that's how they make a living. You understand? But those days are being cut short, man. A lot of people are not paying attention to the times that we're in. We're in different times, man. We're not in the times that, where shit was flying, Times have changed. The Most High is actually putting people to death, man. Brutally, man. All right? So the Lord said, remember, 26, it says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. All right? And that's what's happening, man. A lot of people's fear is coming, and the Most High, a lot of people's calamity is coming. Which again, that's all the judgment of the Most High. All right? It says, when your fear cometh, and as a desolation, and your destruction cometh, right? So when your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, aren't we not in some stressful times? Is not distress and anguish coming upon people? You got people that are stressed the fuck out, You got a lot of people that are stressed out, man. And that's all because of the times that we're in. That's the judgment the Most High is bringing down, man. And that's why, hey, we can't, the scriptures say we're not supposed to sleep as do others. We got to be aware of this and just continue to do what we're doing, man. Continue to do what we're doing, man. The prophecies are coming to pass, man. The Most High is bringing things to pass. Now, I want to read one of these, if I may, read one of these situations, man. I was reading this, I was like, damn, man, it's a lot of shit that's happening right now. You had the flood or the hurricane, they called it a tropical storm. So the report says they strangled her to death. Yeah, then he committed suicide because that was his whole purpose here, man. You got a lot of people that kill people and then they commit suicide. And see, and Esau don't like it because they don't get the satisfaction of torturing you. This devil is a foul devil, man. All right? But yeah, Hurricane Ida, the water, brother. So you had that just came right there, which the brothers, from what I heard, the brothers from down there in Louisiana and everything, I think there were some other brothers in Mississippi or somewhere. So Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to that, because yeah, It's going crazy down there because Esau, you know, they got the comment. They said this. They said the levees held, but the power grid didn't. And we've been telling you about the power grid, and they could use any excuse. They're gonna use a storm or whatever, and then they'll come back and say, well, we had to turn the power grid off because we had to fix it, but it ain't fixed. So what really happened? You see what I'm saying? But that's Esau because of the time that we in, order of chaos, man. We living in the craziest times ever. Everybody, it's you got maybe if I could bring it out, you got the wildfires over there in what's that, Lake Tahoe, I think it is. I mean, it's in California, other places, but now, and matter of fact, I'm gonna read it too and showing you how the Most High is bringing that drama to people, man. The Lord is bringing the drama, man, and we living in the greatest times ever. Because even though it's a lot of shit that even like the scripture said, the righteous shall scarcely make it, which hopefully I pray I'll make it with you brothers out there. You know, pray that I be of the hopeful elect. But even the elect is going to be it ain't going to be like what you mean, a clean ride home. Nah, it's going to be, it ain't over till it's over. Okay, it's not over till it's over, brothers. You know, so that's why we got to pray to Yahweh Shem Shai to keep us in it, man. Yeah, okay, Shalom, y'all sparked up. The fire got them devils bugging out. One of the firefighters said that he never seen nothing like it, like overnight. I forgot how many, I think it just raged out of nowhere for 8,000 miles. I gotta find that one again. I was checking that out earlier and I was like, man, that's the Lord, man. You know what I mean? That's the Lord that's doing it. I gotta find it, but this one right here have you cracking up, man. Dealing with the Hurricane Ida, right? It says, you see it, right? It says, I'm gonna read it. It says, a Louisiana man is presumed dead after an alligator attacked him while walking in the flood water. Bro, I read this shit, man. This shit was crazy, man. I'm gonna read this, but I said, damn, I thought about that. So the Lord said he was gonna mock them when they fear and calamity come, because, you know, a lot of these people, they sit there and they think that they're gonna be good, and they think that it's like they don't have to do what the Most High said is a rebellious spirit. I think it was the brother, the elder in Dallas, had he did a show about rebellion being the new thing, which it is true. It's becoming trendy to be rebellion. It's becoming trendy to question the Most High and his men and his work, you know. But it's not. But it's not trendy to question the devil or the so-called white man. Whatever he says, you're supposed to follow. But if the Most High said it, if it's out of the Bible, we got to question it. Why? So that's why the Most High bring these judgments. But now it says, I'm going to read it, right? Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 39:30, beautiful. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So this leads me to believe that this man had to be wicked, because the Lord is the author of death. It said authorities in Louisiana are investigating an apparent fatal alligator attack on a 70, and they saying apparent, right? But as you read on, you find why they're saying apparently. It says as if they're not sure, but they kind of know that it had to be. So it says it was a 71-year-old man walking in the flooded waters, right? Why are you walking in the fucking flood waters? It said the man was attacked and apparently killed by the alligator Monday outside his home in Slidell. His wife told the sheriff's office. It said that's Slidell's about 32 miles north of New Orleans. The woman was in the house in Avery Estates when she heard a commotion and saw a large alligator attacking her husband, she told authorities. She immediately ran to her husband's aid in an attempt to stop the attack. So if he's 71, she got to probably be up there too. So I'm like, okay, if you see a big ass alligator and you're gonna run over there. So I don't know, whatever. But okay, she said she ran over there to help him, to stop the attack. It said she pulled her husband out of the water after the attack stopped. So maybe she was there watching them niggas tearing his ass up. She said she pulled him out of the water because they, grabbed him down into the flood waters. It said after the attack stopped and went inside to get first aid supplies. But when she returned, she realized the severity of his injuries. So she got into a canoe, right, to go to a higher ground about a mile away, right? So she left him there. It said when she got back, her husband was no longer there. So that's why they said an apparent alligator attack, because she seen the alligators biting on his ass, but you know, she pulled him up to safety, but she left him there to go get some help. And by the time she gave back, you know what happened, man? It was a buffet. Exactly. See, and that's the spirit. That's the Mosai. He probably did. I don't know if it was an Edomite. Probably was. This way where they're talking about the states or whatever. You know, First Samuel 2:6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. That's right. So, you know that was judgment, man. That's poetic justice, man. All right. And the Mosai, like I said, the Mosai is fucking people up, but he's doing it in a humorous manner as well, too, man. See, the Lord got a what they would call an evil sense of humor. There ain't nothing evil about it. It's righteous, man. All right. That motherfucker, like the brother said, especially if that was an Edomite, then yeah, because Esau was, remember, Jake, we used to be the gator bait. All right. And the Mosai ain't forgot about that, man. See, and that's the other thing, too. The Mosai has not forgot. This devil, that's why the scriptures say that her sins have reached into the heavens. This devil got it. They like to sit there and talk about, oh, this guy, he's a thug, he's a criminal, he has a track sheet, you know, a long track sheet, you know, and they'll have like crimes that niggas did from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, you know, little bullshit, breaking in the store, breaking in, or whatever. But wait a minute, let's look at your fucking track record, man. You've been murdering, you ain't just now start doing genocidal moves. You've been committing genocide since you got here, man. You see? That's Galatians 6:7. The Most High is not mocked, man. So now the Lord is raising up even the animals, man. There was a zoo where I don't know if it was in India, and the animals, the brother sent me the video. I don't know if y'all seen the videos. The animals were attacking everybody, man. You see? The animals, the tigers was running, breaking loose, jumping off. They went after the people, man. And I think they might have been Elamites, I think they were. So people was trying to hurry up and run into the house and shit like that, you know? So yeah, that's the Most High. He putting the spirit on these animals to attack. And most times they really attack crackers and heathens, man. You know? So that's the time we living in, the time of judgment, man. And remember, the Most High is the one that's controlling everything. Now, when you go back, right, when the wicked ruled, the people mourn. I was at Proverbs 28. All right, now when you go back during the time of Egypt, you know, yeah, when you go back there at the time of Egypt, when the Lord was delivering us out, you know, the Passover, the first Passover, right, when the Lord was delivering us up from the hands of the Egyptians, you had the same thing going on. You had all kind of crazy. The Lord had, the scriptures tell you in the Apocrypha that there was different apparitions. There were different demons that were just torturing people, where people just died. They were so scared they just gave up the spirit. They gave up the ghost, man. So in this day and age, there's gonna be even greater things than that happening, man. All right. So now I'll go. Well, I'll finish this and then I'll go back. I'll go to the initial scripture. So this is 26, Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. And it ain't taking long, man. Things are happening daily, man. All right. And like I said, it was a bridge over there, part of the Mississippi Bridge. Matter of fact, it got blown, wiped away with that flood, Hurricane Ida. All right. And people died, man, because what happened, it created a fucking a 20 feet deep ditch that was about 60 feet wide. All right. So that's judgment of the Most High, man. And like I said, right now they down there, you know, I don't know, they still probably looting and everything, you know. Yeah, you can't keep up. It's so much hell breaking loose, you can't keep up. And that's good and that's beautiful, man. Like it says in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, right, which I go there, which I like to go to that scripture. You know, hey, these scriptures are running off the page, man, as brothers say, which is very true. All right. It says 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. We're living in a time where the Lord is coming back to visit this place, man. All right, so that's why we see all this destruction and everything popping off, man. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, all right, we're seeing it now. That's why the hell with Jake, man. Niggas want to sit there and act stupid and still go back and forth on foolish shit, man. All right, and then if you were Israelite, you're supposed to know better, man. All right, the scriptures say we're supposed to speak the same thing. If you ain't speaking what we're speaking, then Isaiah 8:20, because there's no light in you, man. And that's why, you know, and you got Israelites. How could an Israelite be quiet in these day and age, man? The scriptures always talk about declare the works of the Lord amongst the people. Publish it, man. Publish means make it public. So where are all these Israelites at, man? Why they only show up for conventions, with worldly conventions with the House of Conscience and other groups that the Most High is not dealing with, man? See, we just got I'm just calling a spade, man. I'm just calling it straight, man. See, there's the scripture speaking in Galatians about the Israel of the Most High, man. It's a different type of Israelite, man. The Most High is not looking just for any old Israelite, man. You see? Amos 3:6. That's right. Shall the trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord hath not done it? All right. And it says, surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So if you call yourself a prophet, a man of the Lord, where the hell are you, man? All right. The scriptures tell you that the prophets got up early to go prophesize against many kingdoms, man. What's different here about America? When America is the most wickedest out of all those, the former kingdoms, out of the ancient Babylonians, the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Assyrians, the ancient Medo-Persian Empire, all right, and any others that I may have forgotten. America is working, and America actually encapsulates all the wicked demonic worships and deities of those times, and got it all in one like a pantheon. So how are you not prophesying against America? And especially as the Most High, the scriptures say, thou shalt raise the taunting proverb against her. What's that mean? That means supposed to be out here prophesying, man. Putting the prophecies in their face. Not no carnal nothing. I ain't speaking on no carnal level. I'm talking about the prophecies, the word of the Most High, man. The Lord is putting work in, man. And we're supposed to let them know that this is happening because of the Most High. Because it tells you in Isaiah, thou shalt be visited by the Lord of hosts, man. All right, with earthquakes and, all right, storms, tempests. That's what the Most High says. So we're supposed to bring this to their forefront and make sure that they don't forget these things, man. Okay? That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars, look at this. And then over this whack juice, which a lot, we've been telling y'all from the jump, from the giddy up, don't take it. Just like the MOTB, the Bismarck of the beast, as I call it. All right, the jabs, the Beetlejuice, like Apostle R calls it. You know, we've been telling y'all about these things, not to take it. Now the reports is coming out that it's bad. They had to stop, get rid of over, I forget how many million jabs that they had. They were contaminated. They had black stuff in it. All right, but a lot of people saying, oh yeah, you're Google, you listen to Google experts and this, that, and the third, man. You see, follow not a multitude to do evil. That's what the scriptures say in Deuteronomy. That's right. Yeah, that E sauce, man. Yeah, that Edomite sauce, man. Come, shalom, Akim. Hey, double honors to the apostles, you elders, you Akim, double honors and honors to all you Akim out there, man. We almost up out of here, man, and shit is gonna get real, man. All right, and we just gonna stay faithful, man. Okay, and really after a while, man, you don't give a fuck. See, the thing is, when the scriptures say strive for the truth unto death, you should always carry that mentality. Because see, the thing is, people in this world, they try to, like even if you go to the doctors or whatever, you might, oh man, you got a rash. That rash that could lead to this. It could lead to that. And yeah, the fools still took. Yeah, that's right. They're a bunch of fools. But these doctors and everything, they're scared. You hear that? You might have just stumped your toe. Oh man, you better do this and take this medicine and take this medicine and do this and take this shot and follow up. And if not, you're gonna die. You're gonna get your toes amputated. This, that, and the third. See, they like to push that fear. But the thing is, man, when you win this truth, you don't give a fuck about fear. Of death. You fear the Most High. Pardon me. But you don't give a fuck about dying. You know that, look, if it's my time to die, then it's just my time to go. You just pray that you die in the truth, man. So that way, all your works, whatever works you have, Lord willing, you find mercy in those days. Those works will follow you if you die in this truth. Because the scriptures tell you that, you see? And then the scriptures tell you that we already been dead, man. We're dead to this world, man. You know how much mockery and it's just that now we're in a different time. We're in a time, like we're reading, that the Lord is coming back to deliver us, man. So they can't handle us any way that they want to, man. All right, they do got to kind of talk a little nicer. They got to see we know they're gonna make moves, but they know that the Lord gonna make His moves, man. You see, they know that we're not these regular people, man. You see, they know that, man. Yeah, Proverbs 14 and 15. Yep, the simple believeth every word, man. You see, but the Lord got that hedge around His men, the brothers that fear Him. That's why I said the brothers down there in New Orleans, they're good. From what I heard, they were able to get away or whatever. Hey, and when you, and the scriptures say, be ye pilgrims on the earth, man. If you know that some shit is happening right where you at, where you living, if you gotta bounce, leave, whether it be for a minute or forever, whatever. All right, we about to get the kingdom of heaven, man. Any earthly possessions that you got, they're gonna be burnt up here anyway. These bodies that we have, man, they're not going into the kingdom. The scriptures tell you that, man. Corruption cannot inherit incorruption. So we are going to shed these bodies, man, eventually. But the thing is that Esau, see, they like to sit there and control people with the fear of, oh, we're going to lock you up and you're going to die and this, that, and the third. Look, guess what? We done been through it all already, man. All right? Yahushua, he suffered, man. And he's the scriptures say the captain of our salvation was made perfect through suffering. So we got our minds prepared to suffer. We've been suffering. If you in the truth, you've been catching hell anyway, mentally, spiritually, them spirits and demons constantly attacking you. How in the flesh, the older you get, right? The scriptures tell you, though my outward man perisheth, the inward man is renewed daily. So the longer you in this kingdom, even if you taking all the herbs you can take and working out and everything, this body still deteriorates, man, because it's fleshly. It's of the flesh. These bodies weren't made to last forever. This is the curse that was, to the angels that left their first estate. That was us. Now we in these chains of darkness, which is this flesh, man. And it's a battle being in the flesh. That's why brothers encourage brothers to, clean your blood out, look up certain things, and, Isaiah 41:14, fear not thou worm Jacob. You see? Right. Yeah, that's a good one. 1:18-6. Oh man, you brothers got the precepts popping, man. Hey, Ka'Allah, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and that's the thing that keeps us, and that's why we gotta stay plugged into the source. The source is the Holy Spirit. Bashem Rakak Kodash, man. Yeah, exactly, man. Right? So it's not a thing about, because people are afraid of dying, and they think that this is the end of all things, that it stops here. Anybody that passed, especially those that pass in the truth and the knowledge, all right, and the Lord shall fight for you. That's right. That's the scripture. The brothers that pass in his knowledge, we're going to see all of them again. Men that we all heard about, which I never physically met Abba Bivens, but I heard a lot from the apostles about him. All right. High Priest Arias spoke on him a few times. King Masha, those men. Look, all those men that pass that are in the spirit world, those righteous men, Lord willing, we continue on endure. We're going to meet up with these men. We're going to see. Those are great men. All right. Those are great men. Okay. Those are men of the Lord, man. Okay. So that's what we fight for, man. We don't care about this corruptible crown, man. When it says, then should I well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And I love this scripture. The scripture is hard body, man. This is hard body to what we're going through, man. Everything has a beginning and everything has an end. How long you think this fucking place is meant to go on, man? And if you see what they're doing, that's why you got all the scriptures say the uproar is over there in Greece. You know what they're rebelling against now? The fact that they're trying to push and mandate the jab. All right, that's what they're rebelling against out there, man. The mandation of the jab. And in other places, man. All right, which is going to basically force them to do a damn near global lockdown. You see what they're doing in Australia. All right, and they're using different so-called reasons to justify it, man. All right, so playtime is over, man. And you're not no better. You're not no more privileged. Actually, you're at a disadvantage if you went and got jabbed up, man. All right, because they say basically, I forgot the life. They expect you to die. You don't die. See, Esau deals with a thing called gradualism, man, which the Most High deals with gradualism, but Esau deals with gradualism on the left-hand side. All right, off the chain. September is gonna be off the fucking chain, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. All right, but with this devil, how he does, just like the whole thing with the different shots they gave back in the 50s and 60s and the 70s, and with the mercury and all that, the mirror. So they knew the effect that it was gonna have. They knew that a lot of our people was gonna become retarded as hell. That they were gonna, their brain development was gonna be inhibited. Is it 2 to 5 years? They say, right? So that's when they give it to you. They said at the most. I think it's even shorter. I thought it was even a shorter span than that. But then you gotta keep getting a booster and a booster. You know, booster shot, 2-year life expectancy. Okay, Thawada, y'all Thawada, brother. Yeah, 2-year life, 6 months to 5. Okay, so and I guess it could depend on which brand you take too, because now they got brand like you got like Tylenol, Advil, Bear. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a money making thing at the end of the day, and slow kill. And Esau, that's why it's a slow kill, because Esau wants to profit off of your death. All right, that's how all these billionaires and people that own these different companies, the medical field, all these different companies responsible for issuing out, making all these narcotics and drugs and over the counter, they're fucking billionaires and beyond off of people's pain. All right, that's what they profit off, and that's what America. Remember, America's a fuck you over society. All right, but yet you got people that want to stand for a place that never stood for nobody, except for the international bankers, the elites who control and run everything, man. And it's only through the grace of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. See, we hear when Yahweh Shai prayed for us in John the 17th chapter. So that's why we're covered. All right. And all roads lead to the CH, I to the P. That's right. Which is the marker that you know what. All right. Revelation the 13th chapter. And in Revelation the 14th chapter and other places tell you if you take it, you're gonna die. All right. There's no candy coating. If you take it, you're gonna die. But it says, for like as all that is, 2 Ezra 9:5, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Manifest means what? To be made known, right? The word is speaking like never before. What a time to be alive. That's right, man. Habakkuk, the second chapter, man. The word is speaking, man. You see? And a lot of these people in these churches show you that the Lord ain't with them because they're sitting there folding. All right? You got other Israelites, they're folding to that pressure or taking the bag. They're going to be ashamed of that, man. They should have stood for the word of the Lord, man. And that's why Ezra marveled at the elect, the men that stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Proverbs 24:7. Wisdom is too high for a fool, and he openeth not his mouth in the gate. See, when it's time to stand up, they're not going to stand up because they're a bunch of foolish prophets, man. And it's being made known that the Most High is not with these guys, man, because if you call yourself a prophet, a man of the Lord, you're supposed to be doing what you see the apostles doing, the elders doing, the men of great millstone, because this is the way. This is what Yahweh Shai was doing 2,000 years ago. We're just picking up right where they left off, man. All right. It says Ezekiel 12. Okay, I had to grab that one up. But it says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works. And what's good about this is going to be the beginning of our kingdom, man. And really, you're supposed to be, the scriptures say, hasten the day, because in order for our kingdom to be established, all these things have to happen, man. This chaos and everything breaking out, all the death, you know, these women being all out of order and then getting put to death like that chick got murdered or whatever happened to her, the judgment came. That's judgment of the Lord, man. Cold judgments being served by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and the Lord is not a respecter of person. It don't matter who, family member or not. The Most High lay them down, man. Only people that it's not gonna come near is the Lord's elect. The elect, and the elect are the real Israelites, man, that you see out here that's been prophesying in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and the true name of His Son. And if you don't want to believe it, we're not. And I'm glad I forgot who I heard say it recently. It might have been one of the apostles. It might have been Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, or it might have been another brother. But and I'm glad, and I'm gonna keep saying, we're not in no more times of debating. All this shit happened. We don't got no debate. Either you for the truth or you're not. You know, it's down. It's strictly to that. And if you don't think we got the truth, fine. Keep it moving. Do what you think is the right way. All right. But again, go back to what Joshua said, man. As for me and my house, we're gonna serve the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You ain't gotta believe in that name. You know, that's right. If an end can't get it, move on, man. We're not in the time of sitting there. And you're gonna have a lot of these niggas gonna be trying to pull you sincere brothers' coats, man. Trying to pull you down with them. Wait a minute, y'all had a chance, man. You understand? You ain't shit. The fountain was right there. You ain't want to drink. You was too good. You thought you had a better fountain, man. All right. But now that fountain, you find out it was muddy water. It was a bunch of Babylonian poison. Now you want to try it? Nah, man. Look, get to them that sell, like the 5 wise virgins says, man. All right. That's right. Let the Most High be true and every man a liar. All right. So now it says even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. The signs are there. You just ain't seeing them, man, because you blind. You blind, baby. You blind from the fact. All right, like Flavor Flav said, you can't see, you know? And in the words of Flavor Flav, we're going to continue with the teachings, man. All right, that's what we're going to do. We ain't going to sit here and stop with, no, brother, you got to show us, prove this. And, you know, you still got niggas, dumbass niggas talking about the Bible plagiarism. I mean, you out of your goddamn mind, man. You show me the prophecies in these Egyptian texts that are happening today, man. Show me something prophetic. Matter of fact, you know what? Do me a favor. Don't show me nothing, all right? You keep that to yourself, man. You know, at this point, you know, one time you entertain bullshit or whatever and sharpen up your sword and everything, but it's not even worth it at this point, man. You understand? It's just clearly you ain't see it. Clearly the Most High wants you to die in it. If you don't see this truth, then that means that the Most High wants you to die in his judgment. We're living in the time of judgment. The only way out, the only ticket is what? The hope, Yahweh Shem Yahushai choosing you to be one of the elect. Okay? This word, this truth, this is the only ticket we got. This is our meal ticket. This is everything, man. This truth. All right? Which are these words that the Lord was speaking to us, man. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape, saved from what? From all this hell, from this destruction, from the onslaught coming from Esau. There's an onslaught coming, man. They do got concentration camps that they put people in. They've been, you got the moratorium, all right? They've been evicting people in certain places already. People out here are homeless, starving, don't got nowhere to go. So how are you going to get saved and delivered from these things, man? All right, Psalms 119 and 133, order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. That's a humble spirit. That's the right spirit to be in, man. All right? You're supposed to let Yahweh Shem Yahushai take the wheel. You're supposed to prioritize your life, whatever life you think you got, you know, with the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, his work first, and then everything else, whatever, you know? This truth should be at the forefront of your life. And even more so now, man. All right? And it's going to show whether you of Yahweh Shem Yahushai or not. It's going to show. But it said, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be, future tense, because we're not saved. You had that old heifer come to the camp asking them brothers, are you saved? Are you saved? Nobody's saved right now. If you were saved, you wouldn't be in fear. You know, why you wearing a goddamn mask? That's the silly shit. A lot of these fucking people sit there and talk about they saved, but they walking around with a goddamn mask on and shit, you know, getting some damn poisonous jabs up in their ass, talking about they saved. How the fuck are you saved? If you were saved, you wouldn't be wearing no goddamn mask, man. If you were saved is past tense, meaning it already happened. So that means ain't nothing gonna happen. You can walk in the street and a car will not run you over. You could go out there in the hurricane water, the flood waters, and them alligators ain't gonna tear you apart. You could walk into the middle of one of them goddamn wild forest fires, right? Exactly, man. So that's the bullshit that these people are on, and they're mad, they drunk anyway, man. Okay? But it says, Slaki, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. See? So faith is dead without works. You got to have faith, but you got to have the works, man. All right? It said, and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land. Yeah, being delivered, and the Lord's going to bring us back. When the scriptures in Revelations, or the 22nd chapter, when it says, I saw New Jerusalem descending from heaven, that's not talking about a city that's floating, because you got people that think like that still. It's not talking about a city floating and then it's going to, you know, then land down like a winter wonderland of ice or one of them things you shake up with the snow. No, it's not talking about that. It's talking about the chosen elect of Israelites that get delivered, beamed up into the holy chariots, which are the UFOs as they calling them. All right, and when they come back down on the earth, they're gonna come be beamed back down. The scriptures say that just like Yahweh Shai. Like the angels told the disciples that Yahweh Shai because Yahweh Shai got beamed up, they said he's gonna come right back down on the earth the same way. So the same thing is gonna happen with the elect that make it up out of here. So that's what it's speaking about. That's the kingdom. So that's the brothers, the elect that keep this word, man, that hold fast to this word. That's what you're gonna be seeing. That's the kingdom. All right, because Yahweh Shai said in Luke that the kingdom of heaven come not with observation. He said, lo, the kingdom of heaven is within you. We make up the kingdom of heaven. All right, the true Israelites. Okay, and that's how things are gonna be rebuilt back, man. That's why the Lord's coming back for the elect. Matthew the 24th chapter, Yahweh Shai, he doubled down. He said, look, for the for the elect's sake, their time shall be shortened. So we're living in a time where it's going to be shortened. And this very well may be, I pray, it's the last so-called summer here in Babylon and everything. I mean, the Lord knows everything, but we know that there ain't too much more to go. I mean, I can't see next year. The way things are happening, we know that the MOTB is right there. Probably by October or whatever, they're going to be really, who knows? I don't want to put a date on it per se, but just saying, just according to all how things are moving and the information that's coming out, you understand? All right, but it remains to be seen. We'll see. It says, it shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. See? All right, so now, I mean, that's more fire, but I want to get this Luke out, Luke real quick, Luke 21, and then, you know what? I might jump around, man, for the interest of time, but I'm going to start at Luke 21 and 7. It says, and of course, this links up with Matthew's the 24th chapter, right? And Mark the 13th chapter, I believe, as well. It said, and they asked him, saying, Master, but when should these things be? And this is what the disciples came to the Lord, Yahweh Shai. It's going to be a cold winter. And Biden might not even make it to them, man. They looking so stupid, man. The Most High, or dark winter, okay. Which is dark winter. Cold summer, dark winter. However they want to piece it together. But, man, he's up there mumbling and shit. They catching him all kind of lot. We're not going to leave no American behind. Then they say, oh, okay, we're over the last flight out of Kabul or whatever. And they said, wait a minute, there's thousands of Americans still left there. There's one, which I was going to play, but I ain't going to, maybe another video. But she was like, look, we trying to get out of here. We just came here to visit his in-law's mother and everything. And they stuck over there, man. And a lot of them getting tortured and which, it's all the fucking joke at the end of the day. It's a joke because we know that the elite, that's why they said that you had some Afghanistan, what they call them, Taliban's, which were created by the CIA, the United States. They create all these terrorist groups out there. So it is a farce, but they actually terrorizing people because they created them to do that, to cause a chaos. But seen a grown man crying bitterly over this. The thing is, you got niggas out there, as if niggas ain't got enough problems to worry about, man. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas out there overly concerned about everything that happened to everybody else but themselves. That's that Negro slave mentality. But anyway, he said, we're stuck here, So there's a lot of people that's still stuck over there, but that thing is making Biden in the United States look real stupid. But that's because why? It's their time of their judgment, man. That's why they're not looking good. They don't look like they got the answers. Isaiah 47 breaks that down, man. But back in Luke 21, it said, and they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what signs will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, Hamashiach, right, in the Hebrew. It said, in the time draweth near, go ye not there after them. Because you got a lot of false prophets. Oh, yeah, come on. Yeah, we're in the last days because you got people that's trying to, that try to jump on the prophecy bandwagon, if you will, but they're not men of the Lord. And, you have people believing, like the Discomforter, he came out and told you that he was the Holy Spirit. And you have people that was following him, You always have people that follow these so-called occultic leaders or whatever because they get caught up into the cult of personality. They don't believe in it. They don't follow the scriptures, right? Which you're supposed to. John 7 and 35 or 38, he that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. That's what you're supposed to be following, what the scriptures say. So people get caught up to these dudes that be giving all these speeches and talk about all these picnics, cookouts, and family events, and we're going to have photo op day, and we're going to have, over there, we're going to have the baked macaroni and cheese class. We're going to have the children's playpen, the Hebrew playpen. You got dudes out there that, I'm running with it a little bit, but you got dudes out there that is fucking crazy, man. It's crazy, man. So that's why the Lord warned about these niggas, right? It says, but when you shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. Like the world is terrified, man. Oh my God, it looks so bad. The things that has happened over there in Afghanistan and other places, man. People are terrified. The Lord said, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. And that's why we tell you, this is just the beginning, the calm before the storm. If you got people that's freaked out right now at what they're doing and all flabbergasted or whatever. This is nothing, man. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get turned up, man. It said, then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, as we're seeing it. It says, in great earthquakes. We spoke about what happened in Haiti, one of the places, but there's gonna be other earthquakes in diverse places. All right, that's gonna do major damage, man. Okay. It says, and famines. All right, which the famines is pretty much here. All right, which is that gradualism. They bring it on gradually, man. All right, we're now. Sometimes you left to get whatever that's in there. You might not like to drink Poland Spring bottled water, but that's the only thing that's there. And guess what? Your ass got to get the fucking Poland Spring bottled water, or other certain things, because why? The families are coming. All right, and then you got the truckers. And we'll see if they still do that. They planned on doing the truck strike in Australia, I think it was, which over there is buck wild over there, you know. But the Lord is with those brothers. But they planned on doing a truck strike because Esau, the international banking families, are now the truckers, they don't pay attention to whatever happened with the regular or the politics in America. You know, as long as they can get in their truck and make they whatever. They do what the fuck they got to do. They don't have nobody, fucking with them. So now they're trying to fuck with them and monopolize all their private trucking industries and get rid of the private contractors or make them adhere to their guidelines, which is the bullshit with the jabbed up and all that. So they say, oh, okay, fuck it. Y'all want to play around. We all going to get together and not go nowhere. We don't have a trucker strike. And if trucker strikes start happening, man, a lot of people gonna be fucked up, and then you don't see these grizzly bears for what they are. I mean, all these black women, all right? Because a lot of these black women are gonna be looking fucked up, And I'm talking about, all these ones that be at the club, the ones that think they too good for you. They walk by, look at you, and here it is. You might be on the phone talking to somebody. Ain't nobody even fucking thinking about, these high seditities, You know what I'm saying? Like me and Lord Finesse said, these females. These bad looking hotties, the ones that think they're too good for everybody. He had a song back in the day say that shit. But these women out there, they're gonna be looking like grizzly bears, man. They ain't gonna be able to shave their mustaches. Some of these bitches got more hair on their arm than dudes. They got hair coming out of between their breasts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because look, when shit happens, see, people don't realize just how bad of a situation that America's in, man. All right? See, a man might get a little funky or whatever, but men could rough it out. You understand? Men could rough it out as long as they got a little bit of water, splash some water up on them, because a man ain't supposed to be wearing no goddamn makeup anyway. But these women, they depend on that makeup to hide a lot of their blemishes and shit, So, like I said, they depend on going to these. Why you think that these beauties, that's the new hustle. Every chick got a beauty salon, hair store. They make money. You become a millionaire, man. You sell some weaves and wigs, you become a goddamn millionaire. And I know, because years ago I worked for this one, did a job for the bitch. I had to do some electrical work for her. And she had a warehouse full of wigs, and she was telling me, those wigs in that box go for $5,000, $10,000. Them fucking hair pieces be costing money, man. But I guess because they, whatever. But anyway, it's going to be bad, man. And a lot of these women, that's why the scriptures say, Isaiah 32, rise up. Yeah, rise up. That's a heavy point. Yeah, it said, a lot of men will fall out of the truth once brothers can't bring it out on the block no more. A lot of men were doing it for a show. Yeah, it's going to be exposed. The scripture say your faith should not be in men. So at the end of the day, and we always caution you brothers to make sure you get this truth for yourself, man. We can't save you. I'm looking for salvation. Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakai, Apostle Ramla, what I'm saying? Bishop Tazadat, Bishop Sakaran, Bishop Abad, Bishop Zeziawan, Bishop Adnap, Ayathan, any head brothers, Dallas leaders, Yashwamba, Mwatazak, Cali, Ramah out in UK, all these top brothers, the Taza woman, all these top brothers they top brothers in the faith right now, but we all looking for salvation. So you can't, you gotta get this truth for yourself, man. And that's why we curse out a lot of you, brother. It ain't about cheerleading or being on the sidelines, just trying to hold on and everything. Nah, you got to learn this thing for yourself, man. All right. What's that? Is it Philippians 2:12? Matter of fact, I'll come back to that and make sure I got the right scripture. Right. Philippians chapter 2, that's the spirit. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. All right. Yeah, yeah. Hey, but that's a good point. I like that point you brought out. It said, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." All right, because you know that's why, like Yahushua told the Pharisees and the Sadducees, man. You know, they got mad because the disciples and had to do those traditions that they were doing. But he said, look, the bride, they with the bridegroom right now. He said, but yeah, the time is gonna come when you're gonna have to fast. You're gonna have to, because why? You have to trust in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We all gonna find ourselves, because again, and it tells you that in the Apocrypha, man, a man can't hold you and bring you into the kingdom. All right, we're a body, we're a unit. Of course, we're a brotherhood. We love each other. But what the scripture just said, you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Meaning what? You gotta spend those nights up studying, right? Watching. Of course, you got the Lord, got the apostles and brothers set up as teachers, as a guideline. But you got to make sure that you watching the videos, that you going back, reading the scriptures, and making sure that you remember these things, so that way, because they Esau take, which is kind of a little fucked up, with these, the cell phones, even though knowledge increase, but what these cell phones do, it does kind of give you more of a lazier mind, Yeah, Apostle Tar was right. A lot of cats do things for a show. So, hey, the scriptures say every man's work is going to be proved. All right, the Most High going to put that fire to it. And you see the fires all over the place, man. And that's how we know Yahweh Shai is going to come. Yep, 2 Timothy 2:15, man. That's right. So brothers that's really been slacking, that ain't really going that extra mile, or that's just, just watching the videos, or just looking like this thing is like it's just an entertainment, like it's it's the Super Bowl or whatever. Nah, they're gonna be in for a big surprise, man. Shit's gonna be real. And the thing is, you should be built up. There's no excuse, man, for you brothers that have been around. There's no excuse for you not to be built up. A lot of guys were sitting there dipping and dabbling with, because they might have seen some shit Nate did or whatever, because he he all these events, and then at one time they was doing all these, and they got that look, the uniform look, the purple or whatever. They the kings of that shit, Gehenna and them, they, which a lot of people making fun of them now, but they all that extra militant, you know what I'm saying? But none of them are serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They ain't teach you how to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When you come to Great Millstone dealing with the apostles on down, all right, we teach you how you're supposed to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We give you the examples. We come out with the scriptures, man. And it shows, look at the proof. And all the comment boards, you brothers be lighting it up with scriptures, man. All right? Which that's true, because this ain't a zombie program, man. Most I ain't raising up a bunch of zombies, You don't need a bunch of zombies just following all bugged out and shit. Nah, he raising up prophets, men of the Lord, man. You brothers out there, y'all men of the Lord, man. So that's why you got to get it, man. And you got to really, like the brothers say, study to show yourself approved. All right, this is a constant thing, So whoever is really men of the Lord, that's what's gonna stand. I mean, I'm praying, I'm hoping, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures say, give diligence to make that calling and election sure. You got to stay diligent, man. And it's going, the level of responsibility is going to increase. The level of demons, Yahweh Shai spoke on these things, man. They tell you in Ecclesiastes, man, the more you're dealing in this truth, the more things that you're going to be dealing with, man. You're going to be dealing with more temptations, more demons. You're going to have to fight. You have to fight. But overall, you got to pray. You got to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So it says, for it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do his good pleasure. Right? So that's the spirit of the Lord that is working with all of us, man. That's keeping us locked in the faith and keeping us sealed in this thing of ours, man. And we want to remain to the end. That's Ecclesiastes 1:18. That's right. But that's, that's a good thing, though. Yahweh Shai said, be of good cheer. You see? Be of good cheer. But anyway, I'm gonna end it there, Akim. Abaratazah, of course, hopefully brothers was fed, and hey, just keep these things in mind. Keep up them prayers, man. Keep them prayers through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and remember to be a brother, man. Be brotherly, and with brothers, if mercy may be applied, apply it, man. Because we all seeking the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? So we got to make sure that we, and I'm not talking about niggas. I'm just talking about to brothers, men of the Lord, all right? Because sometimes, hey, you're gonna have brothers who might not, but that might clash sometimes, man. But remember what the scriptures say. Y'all chop it up. Y'all talk to each other, and Get off the ego trips and stuff and all the pride and all the hate. Long as a man didn't forsake this truth, he didn't forsake Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then, you know, hey, yeah, that's right. You save when you on a chariot. That's right. That's right, man. So it ain't over. He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. It's not over. And so these are things we got to do to watch ourselves in this time, because it's easy to fall off, man. You know, it's easy to get caught up with bullshit in this world, with your emotions. All right, you got to be spiritual, not emotional, man. All right, you gotta restrain your emotions, control your emotions, and it's knowledge. And it takes time. You know, you got to go through things, but we ain't got time like that, man. You know, we ain't got time, and we all works in progress. We all looking for Yahweh Shai to change us, man, from these corruptible bodies that we all are in, man. But with that, I'm gonna end it there. Give all praise, glory, honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and say shalom to all your sincere Akim. Shalom.